The floodlights snapped off like a guillotine blade, plunging Yankee Stadium into an abyss that swallowed my screams whole. I pounded on the chain-link fence until my fists bled, the echo mocking me from the empty stands where 50,000 fans had cheered just hours ago. "Help! Somebody!" I yelled into the void, but all that answered was the distant wail of a siren from the Bronx streets below, reminding me I was utterly, terrifyingly alone. My phone was a brick, dead battery, no charger in sight, and the last text from my roommate Jake mocked me from the screen before it went black. "Dude, game was epic. You coming home or what?" Little did he know, home was a fever dream now, locked behind these steel gates after I'd lingered too long in the outfield, chasing ghosts of what my life could be if I weren't so damn scared to swing for the fences. That's when I heard it. Footsteps, slow and deliberate, crunching gravel like a predator in the dark. A silhouette emerged from the shadows near the dugout, tall and broad-shouldered, the faint glow of a stadium emergency light catching the edge of his jaw. "You lost or just auditioning for a horror flick?" His voice was gravelly, laced with that easy New York sarcasm that could cut or cradle, depending on the night. I froze, heart slamming like a grand slam as he stepped closer. Baseball cap pulled low, team jersey clinging to his frame like it was painted on. In that moment, with the city humming indifferently beyond the walls, I realized this stranger might be my only lifeline, or the spark that ignites everything I'd buried deep. He flipped on a small flashlight clipped to his belt, the beam slicing through the gloom like a promise. Up close, he was younger than I'd guessed, maybe 28, with eyes the color of Hudson River fog and a 5 o'clock shadow that screamed, "I don't give a damn, but damn if I don't care." His name tag, pinned crookedly to his jersey, read Leo Grounds Crew. Not a player then, but part of the invisible army that kept this cathedral of dreams standing. "I'm Leo," he said, extending a calloused hand over the fence. His grip was firm, warm, the kind that lingers a beat too long, sending a jolt up my arm that had nothing to do with static electricity. "And you look like you've seen a ghost. Or are you the ghost? Stadium's been locked down for an hour." "Ethan," I managed, my voice cracking like a teenager's. "Ethan Hayes. I got separated from my group after the game. Tried to cut through the service tunnels to beat the crowd, but the doors slammed shut behind me. Phone's dead. No one's picking up at security." It sounded pathetic even to me. A 25-year-old graphic designer from Brooklyn, trapped like a rat in a gilded cage because I'd been too busy daydreaming about stolen bases and stolen glances to notice the exodus. Leo chuckled, low and rumbling, as he fished a keyring from his pocket that jingled like wind chimes in a storm. "Classic rookie mistake. Happens more than you'd think. Fans get all starry-eyed and forget the world ends at the foul line." He worked the lock with practiced ease, the gate creaking open like an invitation to something forbidden. As I stepped through, our shoulders brushed, and I caught a whiff of him. Sweat, fresh-cut grass, and something faintly citrusy like he'd splashed on cologne before punching out. We walked side by side toward the employee exit, the stadium's underbelly a labyrinth of concrete corridors echoing our footsteps. Graffiti scarred the walls, faded declarations of love for long-gone heroes, crude jokes about rival teams. It felt intimate, this hidden vein of the beast, far from the roaring beast above. "So, Ethan," Leo said, glancing sideways, "what's a guy like you doing wandering the shadows alone? No date? No bros pounding beers in the bleachers?" The question hit like a curveball. I hesitated, the truth bubbling up unbidden. Back home in my cramped Bushwick apartment, I told Jake I was straight as the subway tracks, safer that way, with Dad's Bible-thumping echoes still ringing from our Jersey suburb childhood. But here, under the indifferent stars peeking through maintenance hatches, the lie felt heavier than the championship banners overhead. "Nah," I said finally, forcing a grin. "Just escaping. Work's a grind, life's a rerun. Figured a Yankees game might shake things up." He nodded like he got it, his flashlight beam dancing ahead. "Escape's my middle name. Been on grounds crew 3 seasons now, mowing at dawn, patching divots by dusk. It's steady, you know? No spotlights, just the dirt." There was a wistfulness there, a crack in the sarcasm. We emerged into the cool night air, the Bronx alive with honking taxis and sizzling street vendors, the stadium looming behind us like a sleeping giant. Leo paused at the curb, pulling out his own phone. "Here, gimme your number. I'll text you a rideshare on me." Call it hazard pay for the scare. I rattled off the digits, our fingers brushing again as he handed me a spare charger from his truck's glove box. It was a beat-up Ford F-150, stickers peeling from college road trips, a queer pride flag fluttering defiantly from the antenna. My stomach flipped. Thanks, man. Seriously. I owe you. Pay it forward, he said, eyes locking on mine with an intensity that made the city blur. Hey, you play ball? We've got an open rec league spot this weekend. Queer-inclusive softball, nothing fancy. Beers after, no pressure. Could use a fresh arm in the outfield. The invite hung there electric. Me? On a team? Out there swinging for real? I swallowed hard, the word queer wrapping around my chest like a too-tight jersey. Yeah. Text me the deets. His smile was slow, genuine, lighting up the sodium lamps. Deal. See you Saturday, Ethan. As his truck rumbled away, taillights fading into the night, I stood there, charger warm in my pocket, wondering if I just stepped up to the plate or straight into the fire. The next few days blurred into a haze of deadlines and denial. My freelance gigs, mock-ups for craft beer labels, logos for indie bands, piled up on my desk, but my mind kept drifting to that gravelly voice, those fog-gray eyes. Jake noticed, of course. You ghosted after the game, bro. What's with the dopey grin? Finally hook up with that barista you've been eye-fucking. He clapped me on the back, oblivious, as we scarfed ramen in our living room, the TV droning Mets highlights. I laughed it off, heat crawling up my neck. Jake was my anchor college roommate turned lifelong bro, the straight-laced accountant who dragged me to that game to get me out of my shell. If he knew the shell was hiding a guy who'd spent high school burying crushes under football stats, he'd probably bail. Or worse, pity me. So I kept it zipped, even as Leo's text lit up my screen that Friday. Field at McCarran Park, 2 p.m. Bring gloves, not excuses. Saturday dawned brutal. Humid as a steam room. The kind of August scorcher that turns Brooklyn sidewalks into griddles. I laced up my sneakers, grabbed Dad's old mitt from the closet, a relic from his little league coaching days, leather cracked but loyal, and biked over, nerves jangling like loose change. McCarran Park buzzed with the weekend pulse. Dog walkers, yoga moms, a drum circle thumping Afrobeat under the oaks. But the diamond, faded baselines chalked into the grass, felt sacred, ringed by a ragtag crew in mismatched jerseys. Leo spotted me first, waving from the pitcher's mound, his cap swapped for a backward snapback, sleeves rolled to show inked forearms, vines twisting into what looked like a heartbeat line. Hayes! You showed. His grin was all teeth, relief and mischief mixed. He jogged over, clapping my shoulder, the contact casual but charged. Teams the outfield outlaws, half groundskeepers, half baristas, all misfits. Meet the fam. He introduced me around. Mia, the fierce shortstop with a buzz cut and a tattoo of Frida Kahlo. Theo, the catcher who'd just come out to his devout family last month. Lena, first base, nursing a fresh divorce with dry wit. And then there was Javier, the captain, compact, intense, with a mustache that screamed 70s disco and eyes that lingered on Leo a beat too long. New blood, eh? Hope you're not allergic to losing, Javi teased, but his handshake was appraising. We warmed up under the relentless sun, gloves popping like fireworks. I hadn't played since Pee-wee, but muscle memory kicked in. The satisfying thwack of leather on leather, the stretch of a good throw. Leo partnered me for drills, his form flawless, body coiling like a spring. Loosen up, he murmured during one toss, stepping behind to adjust my stance, hands ghosting my hips. It's all in the hips, Ethan. Swing like you mean it. His breath was hot on my neck, and I nearly dropped the ball, cheeks burning brighter than the sky. The game kicked off against the Williamsburg Warriors, a pack of hipsters with ironic beards and craft IPAs in their cooler. It was scrappy, glorious chaos. Dust clouds from slides, cheers erupting like thunder. I manned right field, heart pounding as a pop fly arced my way. Time slowed, the ball a white comet against blue, crowd a blur. I tracked it, glove high, and snagged it clean, the sting in my palm pure victory. The Outlaws hooped, Leo's high five turning into a quick bro hug that pressed us chest to chest for a split second too long. Halftime beers by the benches, foam dripping in the heat. Stories flowed like the Gowanus Canal. Theo's awkward family dinner. Mia's epic bar fight over a slur. Leo sat beside me, knee bumping mine, sharing his own slice. Grew up in Queens, dad was a cop, mom a nurse. Figured out I liked boys in sophomore year. Denied it till college when a dorm party blew the lid off. Now, this team's my family. Keeps me grounded. His gaze flicked to mine, vulnerable under the bravado. What about you? Escaping what exactly? He nodded, no judgment, just that steady gray stare. One pitch at a time, man. That's all baseball and life asks. The second inning ramped up the stakes. Javi cracked a double. Mia stole home on a wild pitch, but the Warriors tied it with a sneaky bunt. Bases loaded, 2 outs, Leo at the plate. His stance poetry, bata extension of his will. The pitch came high and tight. He fouled it off, splintering wood. Next one low and away, crack. Line drive to center, scoring 2. We mobbed him at home, a sweaty tangle of limbs and laughter. His arm slung around my waist, anchoring me in the joy. But as the sun dipped, casting long shadows over the diamond, a shadow crept into my gut too. Jake texted mid-game. Where you at? Hitting that dive bar later? Guilt twisted like a bad hop. I was here, alive in ways I'd faked for years, but lying to him felt like cheating on friendship, on myself. Leo caught my frown. Everything good? Yeah, I lied, pocketing the phone. Just balancing acts. Post-game, the Outlaws claimed victory at a nearby taqueria. Tacos steaming, margaritas flowing. Leo and I ended up at a corner table, the group orbiting us like planets. Javi hovered, refilling Leo's glass with a possessiveness that set my teeth on edge. You two look tight out there, he said, slinging an arm over Leo's chair. New guy's got moves. Watch out or he'll steal your spot. Leo shrugged him off gently. Nah, Ethan's got his own lane. But Javi's laugh was sharp, eyes narrowing at me like I'd trespassed. By 10 p.m. the crew dispersed, hugs and plans for next week. Leo walked me to my bike, the night air thick with jasmine from a nearby stoop. You killed it today, he said, leaning against a lamppost, light haloing his hair. Felt real having you out there. My pulse thrummed. Felt like home. Thanks for the invite. Impulse surged. I closed the gap, our faces inches apart, breaths mingling. For a heartbeat I thought he'd lean in, but he pulled back, smile tight. Night, Ethan. Ride safe. I pedaled home dazed, the city lights streaking like shooting stars. Jake was out cold on the couch, TV flickering infomercials. I crashed into bed, replaying the almost kiss, the almost belonging. But sleep brought dreams of fences too high to climb, and a voice whispering, what if you fall? Monday morning hit like a hangover. My inbox overflowed, client revisions, a pitch for a queer-owned coffee shop that made my chest ache with what-ifs. I sketched absent-mindedly, curves turning into baseball arcs, grays into Leo's eyes. Jake shuffled in, coffee mug steaming. You were out late Saturday. Spill. Who's the mystery chick? I froze, stylus hovering. No one. Just a game with some folks from the park. He eyed me, smirking. Park pickup? Bold haze. As long as she's not dragging you into hipster hell. The lie stuck like gum on my shoe. That afternoon, Leo's text buzzed. Practice Thursday? Need your glove and left. And maybe dinner after? My thumbs flew, hell yes. Thursday's field was slick from afternoon rain. Mud sucking at our cleats like reluctant lovers. The drills were brutal. Suicide sprints that left lungs burning. Leo barking encouragement from the sidelines. Push it, Ethan. You're built for this. Sweat stung my eyes, but his voice pulled me through. A tether in the storm. After, we hit a hole-in-the-wall diner on Knickerbocker. Greasy spoons and neon signs, the kind of place where dreams go to hibernate. Over burgers he opened up more. The ex who'd bailed after coming out, the sister in Philly who sent care packages of homemade pierogies. Family's everything, he said, ketchup on his lip. Even the chosen kind. I mirrored haltingly. Dad's disappointment when I skipped college ball for art school. Mom's quiet support via care packages of my favorite comics. I think I'm ready to tell Jake about me. The real me. Leo's fork paused. That's huge. Scary as hell, but huge. You got this. His hand covered mine across the formica. Thumb tracing a circle, soft, electric. The diner faded. It was just us, two guys stealing a moment in a world that didn't always swing our way. But as we stepped out into the drizzle, Javi's truck idled at the curb, headlights pinning us like suspects. Leo, Forgot my jacket in your rig. His gaze raked over our joined hands, face hardening. Interrupting something? Leo dropped my hand like it burned. Just grabbing chow, man. Chill. Javi's laugh was ice. Chill? With the new pup? Careful, Leo. Puppies bite when they grow teeth. He snatched the jacket, tires squealing as he peeled out. The rain picked up, mirroring the chill in my bones. What's his deal? I asked, voice small. Leo sighed, rubbing his neck. Old history. We dated briefly. Messy end. He's captain. I let it slide for the team. Jealousy coiled. Hot and unfamiliar. You still? Nah. Water under the bridge. But his eyes avoided mine, and as he hailed a cab for me, the goodbye hug felt tentative, like we'd fouled off a good pitch. Friday brought betrayal's first sting. At the coffee shop near my studio, scrolling feeds while waiting for a pour-over, I overheard it, Jake's voice, booming from a stool at the counter, on speakerphone with his sister. Yeah, Ethan's been weird lately. Out all hours dodging questions. Bet it's drugs or some cult. Or get this, maybe he's gay. Would explain the artsy bullshit. Laughter crackled through the line, my blood turning to ice. I slipped out, heart hammering, biking home in a fury of tears and traffic. Jake was there, feet up, oblivious. Hey, man. Rough day. I exploded. You think I'm gay? Like it's a punchline. The words tumbled out, years of facade crumbling. Newsflash, Jake, I am. And I've been terrified you'd ditch me for it. His face drained of color, mug clattering. Ethan, that was just messing around. I didn't mean. But you said it. The hurt clawed deep. Out loud. To everyone. We argued till midnight. Apologies laced with defensiveness. His I support you, bro, ringing hollow against the wound. By dawn I was on the couch, eyes swollen. Wondering if trust was just another foul ball. Leo's practice text came at noon. Still on for tomorrow? Team needs you. I typed back, yeah. More than ever. The weekend game dawned under bruised purple skies. Thunder grumbling like a bad omen over Prospect Park. The outlaws gathered in the pavilion, ponchos rustling, spirits damp but defiant. Mia taped her ankle with neon duct tape. Theo cracked jokes about rain delays in hell. Leo arrived last, mud-splattered from an early ground shift, his smile a beacon as he tossed me a spare poncho. Ready to get filthy? Dirtier than yesterday. I quipped, the flirtation easy now, a secret language. Our eyes met, holding the promise of diner confessions yet to unfold. Javi called lineup, his voice clipped, assigning me center field. A vote of no confidence or sabotage. The rival Ridgewood Renegades trotted out. A crew of ex-frat bros with sneers and spiked cleats. First inning, their leadoff smoked one my way. A towering fly, rain sheeting it sideways. I backpedaled, slick grass betraying my feet. Glove outstretched. It slipped through, plopping wet in the warning track. Error. The dugout groaned. Javi's glare burned from the bench. Shake it off, Leo yelled from shortstop, his encouragement a lifeline. But the floodgates opened, errors snowballing into runs, our pitcher wild as the wind. By the fourth, we trailed 6-2, huddling under the tarp as lightning forked the skyline. This ain't over, Javi barked, but his eyes flicked to Leo accusatory. Unless some folks are distracted. The subtext landed like a beanball. Leo stiffened. Focus on the game, Cap. Not the bullshit. I piped up, voice steady despite the knot in my gut. He's right. We're in this together. The team murmured agreement, a fragile unity. The rain eased to mist for the fifth and we rallied, Mia singling Theo sack fly. Bases juiced Leo up. The Renegade's hurler glared. A towering redhead with a fastball like regret. First pitch strike high heat. Second slider low taken. Third Leo uncoiled bat whistling through the downpour. Crack. The ball sailed, a ghost in the gray, dropping just fair for a triple, plating two. The bench erupted. I hooped from the on-deck circle, our high-five electric, rain masking the tears in my eyes. But karma's a curve. Next at-bat, Javi grounded into a 6-4-3 double play, stranding Leo. The Renegades pulled ahead again, and by the seventh inning stretch, hope frayed like old laces. We scratched one back on my RBI single, a looping liner to left that found grass, but the skies wept harder, umps calling it with us down 8-4. Soaked to the bone, we trudged to the parking lot, steam rising from our skin like offerings. Leo caught my elbow.
Et dîner encore?
My treat. Dry clothes optional. I grinned, shivering. Lead the way, clean-up hitter. The same greasy spoon but now with milkshakes instead of burgers, the jukebox crooning Springsteen. We claimed our booth, shedding wet layers till we sat in teas, goosebumps and all. That hit, I said, stirring my vanilla. Your triple? Poetry. He blushed. Actual color under the stubble. Nah, that single of yours? Clutch. You're fitting in, Ethan. Like you were always there. The air thickened, words hovering unspoken. I broke first. Jake knows now. About me. Blew up. He apologized, but it hurts, you know? Like I was a joke. Leo's jaw tightened. That's on him, not you. Coming out's a grand slam. Scares the hell out of folks who aren't ready to cheer. His hand found mine again, deliberate this time, fingers lacing. I'm glad you told me. Makes this. He gestured between us. Reeler. My heart vaulted the fence. Yeah, reeler. We lingered till closing, sharing fries and fears. His dread of turning 30 single, my terror of fading into just the gay friend. Outside, the rain a soft curtain, he pulled me into a hug that deepened, chins brushing, breath sinking. Ethan, he whispered. I want. Headlights slashed the intimacy. Javi's truck again, idling ominous. Leo. Team meeting at my place. Now. No room for debate, tone brooking none. Leo pulled back, frustration etching his face. Go ahead. I'll catch up. Javi's eyes bored into me. Better ride with me, hero. Wouldn't want you getting lost. The dig landed, laced with venom. I biked home alone, the almost kiss of phantom ache. Jake was up, nursing a beer, eyes red-rimmed. Ethan. About the other night. I was an asshole. Scared maybe. But you're my brother, man. Gay, straight, whatever. Doesn't change shit. We talked till 2 a.m. raw and real. His own insecurities spilling, the pressure of normal from his family. By dawn, tentative peace like patching a seam. Proud of you, he said, fist bumping. For swinging. Monday's studio was a sanctuary. Sketches flowing, vibrant stadium scenes infused with color, figures entwined in victory poses. Leo texted mid-morning. Javi stirring shit. Says you're dividing the team. Ignore him. Practice wed? Wouldn't miss it, I replied, adding a baseball emoji that felt like a wink. Wednesday's field gleamed post-rain, air crisp with autumn's whisper. Drills sharp, energy high, Theo nailing blocks. Mia turning double plays like clockwork. Leo and I synced in the outfield, calls crisp. Yours. Got it. Our rhythm felt destined, bodies anticipating like old lovers. But Javi pulled Leo aside during water break, murmurs heated. I caught fragments. My team. History. Him? Leo shook his head, firm, but Javi stormed off, cleats kicking divots. Post-practice, Leo waved me over to his truck. Drive with me? Need to clear my head. We cruised the BQ, windows down, city pulsing. He confessed over exhaust fumes. Javi and I. It was rebound for him, revelation for me. Ended when he couldn't commit. Said it was just fun. Now he's projecting, seeing you as the threat. Me? I'm the new guy. You're more than that. He glanced over, hand on the gearshift, brushing my knee. To me anyway. Traffic jammed us in Brooklyn Heights, the skyline a glittering apology. Parked overlooking the East River, ferries ghosting below. He turned to me. Ethan, that night in the rain. I froze because I'm scared too. Of messing up something good.
Ilindin, arta dram solo.
Then don't freeze. Our lips met, soft at first, tentative, then deepening with the hunger of delayed rain. His hand cupped my jaw, stubble rasping, taste of Gatorade and grit. The world narrowed to this cab. This kiss, fireworks without the stadium roar. We broke for air, foreheads pressed. Wow, I breathed. Yeah, he echoed, grinning. Grand slam. But elation soured Thursday. At the team group chat, Javi dropped a bomb. Heard our golden boy Ethan's been badmouthing the squad. Watch your backs. Lies vicious. Twisting my post-game texts into slander.
Mia texted privately. WTF?
Ignore the drama queen. Leo called immediately. It's bullshit. Javi's cornered. Overheard him on a call, jealous as hell. I'm confronting him. Don't, I urged. For the team. Team includes you. His voice was steel-wrapped in silk. Friday's freelance pitch landed. The queer coffee shop gig. My stadium-inspired designs sealing it. Jake high-fived over pizza. Knew you had it, man. Progress fragile as chalk lines. Saturday's game loomed. Playoffs qualifier against the Bushwick Bombers, do or die. Pre-game huddle, Javi's pep talk laced with barbs. Play for us, not egos. His eyes skipped me. The diamond crackled, stands packed with locals, rainbow flags waving defiant. First pitch, I snagged a liner barehanded, crowd roaring. Leo's wink from the infield fueled me. We traded leads, scrapping to a 3-3 tie by the 6th. Then disaster. Bases loaded, 2 outs, their slugger up. Pitch cracks, frozen rope to right center. I sprinted, Theo crashing in from left, gloves colliding midair. The ball squirted free, 2 runs scoring. Error, mine again? Replay in my headset collision, but Javi yelled from the bench. What the hell, Hayes? Trying to lose this. Leo charged the dugout. Back off, Javi. It was a bad hop. Fists clenched, voices rising, the team fracturing like cheap wood. Called time. We huddled, Mia mediating, Theo pleading unity. We're better than this shit. Play resumed, but the fracture lingered. 7th inning, Leo due up with runners on. Javi on deck. Accidentally jammed his cleat into Leo's spikes, tripping him mid-swing. Foul tip into the dirt, strike 3. Leo whirled, face thunder. What the fuck, man? Javi shrugged, smirking. Tight zone. Swing smoother. 8th, we clawed back, my sac fly tying it. 9th, bottom, 1 out, Leo singles. I pinch run, legs churning on Javi's grounder. Tie game, extra innings under stadium lights that felt like interrogation. 10th, their batter skies 1 to deep left, Leo tracking, leap at the wall. Glove high snag. Out. But in the collision he crumpled, clutching his wrist. Agony twisted his face as trainers rushed. I bolted from the on-deck, dropping beside him. Leo. Talk to me. Think it's sprained, he gritted, but his free hand squeezed mine. Finish it, Ethan. Javi pinch hit, pop up, easy out. We won in the 12th on Theo's walk-off double. But victory tasted like ash. Medics carted Leo off, me trailing to their. Jake picking up my slack with awkward support. Go, man. I'll cover. Hospital waiting room. Sterile hell, vending machine hum mocking. Doc confirmed. Hairline fracture out 6 weeks. Leo casted and doped, grinned weakly. Benched. Story of my life. You're a warrior, I said, kissing his knuckles. My warrior. Javi texted the group. Tough break. Team first always. Subtext screamed victory. Discharge dawn, Leo crashed at my place. Jake graciously bunking with a cousin. Couch fort for 2 ice packs and bad movies. Whispers in the dark. Dreams deferred, futures sketched. But Monday brought the real fracture. Anonymous email to the team list. Leaked texts, mine and Leo's, twisted into distraction fodder. Zenda? Javi's IP. Traced by Mia's tech-savvy cousin. Confrontation at the field that night. Team assembled, air thick. Javi denied, blustering, but evidence mounted. It's for the best, he spat finally. Leo deserves better than a closet case rookie. The words detonated. Leo stepped up, cast and all. Ethan's more man than you'll ever be. We're done, Javi. Hand over the captain's band. Theo nominated me interim. Votes unanimous. Javi stormed out, door slamming like finality. Relief washed, but scars lingered. Hugs all around, beers cracked in solidarity. Leo pulled me aside. You okay? Better than ever. Our kiss, public now, sealed it, team whoops echoing. But betrayal's echo haunted. Jake called later. Heard about the drama. You two. Solid. Yeah, I said, Leo's head on my shoulder. Solid. Weeks blurred, Leo healing, practices fierce under my lead. Dates wove in. Rooftop picnics in Dumbo, ferry rides at sunset, hands intertwined like lifelines. Love bloomed quiet, profound. Notes in his lunchbox, my sketches of us on the diamond.
Playoff approached, Javier absence à ghost.
Rumors swirled, he jumped teams, badmouthed us in bars. But we focused, forged stronger, a family mended. Championship night, Yankee Stadium vibes in a rented field. Lights blazing, crowd electric. We faced the park slope pioneers undefeated. Nerves jangled. Leo coached from the sidelines, whistle shrill. First inning they jumped ahead 2-0. But Mia's homer tied it, Theo's arm a wall. Fifth bases loaded me up. Pitcher glares, I dig in, Leo's voice in my ear. Swing like you mean it. Crack. Grand slam. Ball soaring into the night like freedom. Stadium shook. Leo rushed the plate, lifting me in a spin, kiss fierce amid confetti. We clinched 7-4, trophies heavy, tears saltier. Post-game bonfire, stories spun. Javi's shadow banished. But life like baseball curves. Month later, Leo's dot cleared him. But a job offer beckoned. Head groundskeeper at Wrigley, Chicago calling. It's a dream gig, he said over diner fries, eyes conflicted. But leaving you. Heart cracked. Go. Be the hero. Tears stung but truth rang, love means launch. Farewell party, team toasts. To stolen bases and stolen hearts. Last kiss under Brooklyn stars, his whisper. This ain't goodbye. It's extra innings. He left at dawn, truck fading east. I stood on the stoop, glove in hand, Jake clapping my back. You'll crush it, man. Months ground on, winter's harsh, spring's tentative. I captained us to regionals, sketches sold. Jake's acceptance deepening into allyship. But Leo's absence ached. Texts a tether across miles. Summer thawed the ice. His call came mid-game. Ethan. I'm coming back. Wrigley's great, but you're home. Plane landed, reunion at LaGuardia. Arms crushing, kisses claiming. Missed you, he breathed. Missed my outfielder. We rejoined the Outlaws stronger. Javi reformed, distant but civil. Life layered. My art bloomed queer proud, Leo's stories fueled novels unspoken. 1 year on stadium anniversary we snuck in post-game echoes of that first night. Stuck no more, he said, pulling me close. Yeah, I replied, stars witnesses. Teamed up for good. The off-season settled like a well-worn glove, comfortable but itching for spring's crack of the bat. With Leo back, our apartment, Jake graciously upgrading to a solo pad in bed Stewie, became a haven of controlled chaos. Mornings started with coffee brewed strong as his queen's accent. Evenings ended tangled in sheets that smelled of him. Citrus and earth. No rush, no labels beyond us. But the world noticed. Mia dubbed us the power couple. Theo sent cheesy heart emojis. Even Jake over awkward brunches cracked. You two are disgustingly cute. Pass the eggs. Work ramped up for both. My freelance empire expanded. Commissions from queer leagues nationwide. Logos that popped like foul balls into the stands. Leo dove into groundskeeping full throttle. Consulting on stadium renos. His passion a quiet fire that lit rooms. But beneath the domestic bliss, Fishers hinted. Late nights for him patching Yankee divots. My deadlines bleeding into dawn sketches. Small stuff. Forgotten anniversaries, snapped words over takeout, but they piled like unturned double plays. January bit hard. A polar vortex trapping us indoors. Curled on the couch during a Netflix binge, Leo's head in my lap, he murmured, Ever think about kids? Not now, but someday. The question hung, vulnerable as a bunt. I stroked his hair, heart swelling. Yeah, surrogate, adoption, whatever. Little sluggers running the bases. Visions danced. Tiny mitts, family barbecues, sans judgment. But doubt crept, my dad's voice echoing. A man's line ends with him. I'd called home Christmas, coming out halting over eggnog static. Mom wept joy, Dad grunted, as long as you're happy. But the silence since spoke volumes. Leo sensed the shadow. Hey, we'll build our own diamond. No ghosts allowed. His words anchored but February fractured. Javi resurfaced. Not as villain but olive branch. A chance encounter at a league mixer. Him sober 6 months, eyes clear. Ethan, Leo, can we talk? Over bar nuts he spilled, therapy AA regrets cascading. I sabotaged because I was scared. Of losing control of. Feeling. Apology raw, hand extended. We shook, tentative, forgiveness a long out but worth the stretch. Team vote. Javi back, probationary. Skeptics grumbled but Leo vouched. Redemption arcs make the best stories. First practice, awkward passes but by scrimmage his throws crisp, laughs thawing ice. Spring training ignited, fields greening, air electric. Our opener crushed 12-2, my 2-run jacked the cherry. Post-game Leo proposed a roadie. Weekend in the Poconos? Just us, no cleats. I booked the cabin, hearts pounding. The drive upstate was soundtrack of 90s alt-rock, windows fogged with laughter. Cabin nestled woods, lake mirror to stars. First night, fire crackling, we slow danced to crickets. His hands on my waist, my cheek to his chest. Love you, I whispered first time aloud. Love you more, he countered, kiss deepening to promise. Hikes by day, tangled nights, romance unhurried, bodies mapping familiar territories with new wonder. Lake swims, chilly shocks yielding to warmth. One evening, picnic under pines, he pulled a ring. Not diamond but etched silver band, baseball seam ridges. Not marriage, not yet. But commitment. You in. Tears blurred. All the way. Spring fever peaked at regionals. Away game in Philly, bus rumbling with hype. Javi redeemed, turned a 4.63 gem. Leo's homer cleared the green monster knockoff. We swept semis, finals a rubber match against Jersey jocks. Rivals with grudges. Game day sweltering, stands a sea of banners. They jumped 3-0 early, our bats snoring. Dugout tense, Javi cracked wise. Wake up princesses.
Lauterlosend. Mia S triple spark trelli.
Fifth tied 4-4, me at plate, count 3-2 full. Pitch dives, I yanked it foul, then laced the next into the gap, scoring 2. Uproar. Leo's plate high five lingered, fingers secret squeeze. Eighth, controversy. Their shortstop slid hard into Theo at second, cleats high. Ump missed. Benches cleared, shoving match. Javi held Leo back, me waiting in verbal jabs. Ejected? No warnings, heat turned up. Ninth down 6-5, 2 outs, bases empty. Leo up, count 0-2. Heater inside, fouls it back. Slider away, rips it, liner to right, hustles double. Javi singles sharp. Ball misplayed, Leo scores tying run. Me up, heart thunder, grounder to short, but their fielder bobbles. Safe. Chaos, walk-off infield hit. Dogpile on the diamond. Champagne showers, bus sing-alongs home. Leo and I claimed back row, hands linked, whispering futures. House in the burbs? Dog named Slider? But triumph's afterglow dimmed June. Dad's call, voice gravel from years of camels. Ethan. Saw your email, that art show.
Pro, son.
And the other thing. I'm trying. Gruff olive branch. We planned a visit, mom beaming via speaker. Leo met them at Newark, nerves electric. Dinner, Jersey diner. Awkward chit-chat over pork rolls, but dad's nod at Leo. Treat him right, kid. Breakthrough seismic. July heat wave tested. Leak tourney in DC, humidity a beast. We medaled bronze, but en route Leo's truck broke down, stranding us in Baltimore. Wrench in hand, sweat-soaked, he cursed. I sketched passers-by, turning lemons to lemonade. Motel that night, see sputtering. Ice from the machine melting on skin. Adventures. He laughed, pulling me close. Our specialty. Back home, cracks widened. My big client, National Queer Sports Apparel, demanded travel. Weeks in LA, pitches to execs. It's huge, I told Leo over hurried breakfast. Career rocket. His smile faltered. Yeah, go crush it. But I said don't leave. LA dazzled, palm shadows, boardwalk runs, meetings in glass towers. Texts flew, miss your snoring. Miss your bad puns. But distance gnawed, his shifts overlapping my calls, silences stretching. Week 3 bombshell. Client full, deal tanked on budget cuts. I flew back defeated, crashing into Leo's arms at JFK. Failed, I choked. You tried, he soothed. That's the swing. Rebound. Pop-up art show in Williamsburg, my stadium series selling out. Critics raved raw Americana. Queer mags featuring us. High on validation, we splurged. Weekend in the Hamptons, borrowed beach house. Waves crashed, bonfires blazed. One night, stars carpet above, he confessed. El scare shook me. Thought you'd bolt for brighter lights. Never, I vowed. You're my foul pole. Always pulling me back. August playoffs loomed. Javi's leadership shining. Motivational tapes. Team-building kayaks on the East River. We gelled, unbreakable. But betrayal's sequel struck subtle. Anonymous post on League Forum. Outlaws Captain Hayes, closet drama queen? Ask his ex-roomie. Attached. Old texts, Jake's drunken vent to a buddy, twisted out of context.
Mudslinging, pure.
Fury boiled. Jake swore innocence, hack he claimed. But doubt seeded. You sure? I pressed. Swear on my life, he insisted, hurt mirroring mine. Leo rallied. Ignore the noise. We're champions. Game 1. Semis versus Queens Quakes. Nerves frayed, but we dominated 9-1. My cycle the spark. Post-win forum quieted, vindication sweet. Finals eve hotel in Hartford. Team pasta dinner, speeches heartfelt. Javi pulled me aside. That post? Traced to a Quakes booster. Petty revenge. We're good. Good, I said, class firm. Redemption complete. Championship morning, Yankee echoes in a minor league yard. Lights harsh, air thick. Pioneers again, grudge-fueled. They drew first blood 2-0. Our answer, Leo's two-bagger plating 3. Mid-game, rain delay. Huddle under bleachers, Javi's arm around me. One pitch at a time.
Resumet, Matva.
7th tied 5-5. Me on first, steal attempt caught napping, pickoff to second. Out. Dugout slump. Leo's pep. Next at-bat, legend. 8th their error gifts run 6-5. 9th closer on mound, heat like accusations. Javi strikes out swinging, 2 out. Theo flies to center, 1 left. Leo up full count, fouls 2 then. Gone. Homer to left, 7-5. Eruption. Closer for us. 3 up, 3 down. Clinch, back-to-back titles, trophies gleaming. Celebration blurred, bars, after-parties, dawn haze. Leo and I slipped away to the field, empty now, stars confetti. We did it, I breathed. Together, he echoed, ring glinting as he pulled me down to the grass. Love making slow under indifferent moon. Fall whispered change. Leaves turning, my exhibit touring Midwest. Leo tagged along to Chicago, Wrigley tour bittersweet. Almost left this, he said, Ivy Walls witnesses. Nah. Fate's got a lineup. November chill, proposal proper. Me in Central Park, snow flurrying, band upgraded, diamond chip like a bass. Marry me, Ethan. Make it official. Yes, I sobbed, yes 1,000 times. Wedding spring, small stadium themed. Vows at home plate, McCarran, team officiants, Jake best man. To my brother, swung for the fences. Honeymoon Berkshires, cabins and kayaks. Return to life amplified. House hunt in Astoria. Dog adopted, slider true to name. But humanity's arc bends slow. Dad's health dip, cancer stage 2. We drove Jersey weekly, Leo's hand in mine at chemo weights. Strong like you, Dad rasped one visit, gripping Leo's. Both of you. Healing wove us tighter. Summer league, we coached youth. Queer inclusive clinic, kids blooming fearless. One night stadium date. Snuck in again, echoes eternal. From stuck to struck. Leo toasted with smuggled wine. Out of the park, I clinked. Life's no fairy tale, bills bite, arguments flare. But in the dugout of us we huddle, swing true. Human, flawed, loved. Summer swelter peaked, turning practices into saunas, but the outlaws thrived. A well-oiled machine now, Javi's redemption arc the grease. We'd added rookies. Shy non-binary pitcher Riley, whose curveball danced like dreams, and burly catcher Marcus, fresh from the Marines, unpacking his own closet one base at a time. Coaching the kids' clinic Saturdays kept us grounded. Tiny tots in oversized helmets, giggles echoing as they chased wiffle balls. Leo shone there, patient as dawn, kneeling to adjust grips. Feel the seam, kiddo. That's your power. My art career crested too. Touring exhibit, diamond hearts hit galleries from Seattle to Savannah. Queer icons snapping selfies beside my stadium portraits. One Piece, foul lines. Us mid-kiss on canvas, sold for 5 figures to a collector in Fire Island. Checks deposited, we eyed that Astoria fixer-upper. 3-bed brownstone, backyard for sliders, zoom eyes and hypothetical tykes. But August brought undercurrents. Leo's restlessness, eyes distant during evening jogs along the East River. Thinking about Dad, he'd say, but I sensed more. The itch of bigger fields, whispers from MLB grounds teams scouting him for consultant gigs. Nothing solid, he'd assure, but the seed planted doubt. League All-Stars weekend loomed. Invitational in Boston, Fenway's shadow long. I made the roster as utility. Leo Schuen shortstop. Bus north, team banter flowing, but Javi pulled me aside at a pit stop. Watch Leo. He's got offers, big ones. Toronto maybe. Don't let pride blind you.
Gut punched.
He'd tell me. Javi shrugged. Would he? Last time he almost left, you pushed. Love's tricky that way. Fenway dazzled, green monster verdant, air thick with history. Opening ceremonies, national anthem swelling, I scan for Leo there, cap low, jaw set. Game 1 we crushed 8-3, my pinch hit double the dagger. Post-game mixer at a dive near the Charles, IPA's foaming, stories spilling. Leo ghosted early. Tired, text read. Meet in the room? Hotel lobby later, elevator ascent silent. Door clicked shut, he paced, finally blurting. Got a call today. Head grounds at Rogers Center, Blue Jays. Lead team perks, the works. Heart plummeted. Toronto? That's Canada. Yeah. He deflated, sitting heavy. Dream job. But leaving you the team gutting. I sat beside, hand on knee. What do you want, Leo? You. Simple, shattering. But opportunity's a pitch you don't let drop. We talked till dawn, pros, stability, legacy. Cons, distance, roots. 6-month trial, he proposed. If it sucks, I'm back. Tears hot. And if it doesn't? Then we figure it. Long haul like pros. All-star games blurred, wins, losses, but focus fractured. Final rubber bases loaded me up, Fenway faithful roaring. Pitch cracks, I drive it deep, sack fly scoring too. Victory, but hollow without his full cheer. Bus south, his head on my shoulder. Decided. I whispered. Gonna take it. For us, build something bigger. Astoria house hunt paused. Sublet talks ensued. Packing parties turned tearful. Team toasts, Mia's hug fierce. Don't be a stranger, hotshot. Javi clapped Leo's back. Proud of you, man. Swing for those fences. Departure dawn, airport goodbye of ice. Video dates, he vowed, kiss lingering. Love you to the wall and back. Love you farther. Plane taxied. I drove home solo, slider whining shotgun. Fall foliage mocked, vibrant while I wilted. Exhibit tour wrapped triumphantly, but nights alone, bed vast, sketches turned melancholic. Empty dugouts, lone figures under lights. Jake checked in weekly, beers at our old haunt. Long distance sucks, but you're tougher than a catcher's mitt. League sans, Leo limped. Javi interim short, solid but sparkless. We scraped playoffs, bowed out quarters. Kids clinic soldiered, Riley stepping up as assistant, their enthusiasm bomb. November, dad scans clear, remission party jersey, mom's lasagna legend. Leo FaceTime cheers, pixelated but present. See? Extra innings. Thanksgiving, I flew north, snow-dusted Toronto, CN Tower piercing clouds. His apartment sleek, minimalist, Jay's gear everywhere, but photos of us propped like talismans. Holiday dinner. Turkey charred, laughs endless. Miss this, he admitted, carving. Miss you. Miss you more. Post-feast walk, canal frozen, hands gloved linked. How's it really? Thrilling. Pressure too. Divots in prime time don't forgive. Vulnerability cracked. But without you it's echoes. Christmas gift swap. I framed a new piece, us as legends on a championship mound. He gifted tickets, World Series, Jays vs Mets box seats. For summer. Our reunion tour. New Year's solo in Brooklyn, ball drop televised, slider at my feet. Text barrage to new beginnings. His reply with you. Winter thawed slow, spring training text tactical. His innovations, new turf blends, lauded, my coaching clinic expanding citywide. Pride Month buzzed. Float in the parade, rainbow armband tight. March surprise visit. Him at my door, duffel slung. Weekend pass. Missed my outfielder. Bliss weekend, markets in Queens, museum meanders, nights reclaiming skin. Stay. I beg Sunday Eve. Can't. But soon. Promise poignant. June playoffs, Toronto trip, Jays game first, then my All-Stars. Fenway redux but charged. We medaled silver. Javi's homer heroic. Post-game, Leo and Stan's jersey swapped for Outlaws. Proud, he mouthed over rails. July heat, exhibit in Toronto, gallery opening, his colleagues toasting. Your man's a star, a exec winked. Buzz built. Jay's extension offer permanent. Talks turned tectonic. Stay up here, he ventured over dim sum. Your art's portable. We could build. I echoed, chopsticks paused. In snow country? With mittens. Grin crooked. Temptation tugged. Fresh starts, his world enveloping. But roots rebelled, team family the diamond I'd claimed. Knee time, I said. To swing at this pitch. August crisis catalyst. Dad relapsed aggressive hospital haze. I bolted Jersey Leo booking red eye. Bedside vigil monitors beeping dirge. Son, Dad rasped, tube snaking. Don't wait like I did. Love loud. Leo held my hand through tears. He'll fight. Funeral 2 weeks later. Autumn leaves funeral pyre. Eulogy mine. Dad taught me bases run hard slide safe. But Leo showed me home. Graveside his arm steel. Grief glue we clung. Back in Toronto snow early cabin fever. Move here, he pressed. Clinics virtual now. Teams got chapters. But betrayal's ghost, not Javi's but mine. Forum leak. My old emails, Dad's homophobic barbs twisted into unfit captain narrative. Leak probed, stress peaked. Leo's console. Fight it. Like us. Probe cleared forgeries traced to a disgruntled ex-rival. Vindication but exhaustion lingered. October World Series, Jays vs Mets electric. Box seats his arm around Game 7 nail-biter. Homer in the ninth, Jays win confetti storm. Field access champagne chaos. We kissed amid moguls future flashing. November proposal redux. Him on one knee Rogers center empty scoreboard flashing marry me Ethan? Full count. Your swing. Yes. Ring slit perfect fit. Wedding plans snowball destination Niagara Falls spring bloom. Team RSVPs flooded. Jake groomsman Mia maid of honor. But December-joy Jays restructure. Leo's role evolving to travel heavy. Spring training Florida, off-season abroad. Global consultant, he explained, excitement edged worry. Us. I queried, packing my Toronto sublet. Priority. But miles loomed. Holidays split me Jersey him Tokyo seminar. Virtual toasts laggy love. January thaw decision dawn. Exhibit Toronto finale sold out. Post-show party his toast. To Ethan my grand slam. Pull aside. I'm coming home. Jay's gigs gold but Brooklyn's platinum. Resign today. Shock joy. Why? You. The team. Homes where the heart steals bases. Relief flood. February move. Astoria brownstone hours renovations raucous. Slider approved yard fenced. Spring training dual hats. Him consulting local me captaining. Opener route 10-2 our double play flawless. Summer sizzled tourney sweep undefeated streak. July 4th fireworks over the Hudson us on a blanket. 1 year engaged. Forever countdown. August exhibit national MoMA feature queer art spotlight. Leo's pride beam. My husband's muse. Wait, husband? Slip sweet. Wedding week Niagara. Cascades roaring approval. Vows. In victories and errors I choose you.
Rings exchanged. Kis sealed amid rainbows.
Honeymoon Caribbean beaches books bodies lazy. Return to fanfare. Team Luau Javi's barbecue toast. To the outlaws and outlaws of the heart. Fall deep in bonds adoption talks fostering first. Kids clinic boomed, chapters in Jersey, Philly. November 1 year married. Stadium picnic wine and wonders. From stuck to struck gold. I toasted. Teammates eternal, he clinked. Winter whispered more. Dad's memory garden planted, grief garden blooming. Life layered. Art awards his book deal on groundskeeping lore. But humanity humbles. Spring storm car wreck minor. Fender bender but shakes. Hospital wait vows renewed. Through fouls and fairs. Summer championship redux. Finals rematch pioneers. Ninth down 4-3 bases loaded. Me up full count pitch hangs. Crack. Cycle slam walk-off glory. Dogpile his kiss first. My hero. Fall's gift. Positive test. Surrogate journey launched. Tiny heartbeat. Ultrasound magic. December, anniversary stadium sneak in. Echoes of origins. Stuck no more. He murmured, hand on my belly flat still. Stuck with you, I replied. Forever foul-proof. Life's lineup endless. Conflicts curve, betrayals batter but love levels. American dream queer cut. Swing true catch kind run home. The brownstone breathed easier now walls painted sage. Leo's pick, like outfield grass. Canvases hung crooked from my latest series. Home runs of the heart. Sliders nails clicked kitchen tiles. Chasing kibble like it was a grounder. morning's ritual. Him brewing pour over, me sketching at the island, sunlight slanting through bay windows onto the life we'd stitched from singles and sacrifices. Parenting prep amped, classes on diapering hilarious fails, nursery assembly, swear words galore. Surrogate Sarah our rock Midwest warmth via Zoom. Baby Hayes Kovacs kicking like a pro. Names debated. Jordan for neutral, Kaya nod to his queen's roots. Slugger in waiting, Leo grinned, rubbing my back during late-night worries. League swelled, Outlaws franchised satellite teams in Harlem, Staten Island. Javi VP Ops his organizational OCD gold. I coach seniors, Leo juniors. Crossover sparked mentorship magic. Riley now ace mentored a trans teen pitcher. Own your curve, kid. Art Apex. Guggenheim solo show announced. Bases loaded. Queer American icons. Prep frenzy studios rented. Assistants buzzing. Leo manned mock-ups. This one's gallery catnip. But May murmured menace. Old fracture resurfaced. Anonymous email chain. Leak dirt. Javi accused of fudging rosters for grants. Not me. He swore at emergency huddle face ashen. Swear on my sobriety. Doubt divided. Whispers of relapse grudges revived. Mia dug digital. IP overseas bought farm stink. Smear campaign, she declared. External agitator, rival league poacher. Probe launched. Team tense practices punchless. Leo and I mediated nights. Believe him. I asked wine unwinding. People change, he said, firelight flickering. Like us. June pride exploded. Float grander our float diamond darlings. Bedecked in sequins and spikes. Marching hand in hand. Baby bump announcement banner. Next gen outlaw incoming. Cheers thundered, tears trailed, belonging bone deep. Show opening coincided. Gallery packed, critics cooing. Leo tucks sharp, arm candy proud. My partner's masterpiece. Sold out night, champagne cascade. July heat, baby shower team throw. Diamond piñata. Onesies embroidered with tiny mitts. Jake MC'd roasts roasting. Ethan's dad jokes? Incoming epidemic. Laughter healed old hurts. But betrayal brewed darker. August Javi sponsor confessed. Coerced leak, blackmail over past affair. Culprit? Ex-league exec bitter oustee. Scandal sheeted arrests, headlines queer sports shakeup. Javi broke meeting confessional. I slipped once post-fight. But owned it. Team vote. Retain therapy mandated.
Second chance, Léo advocated.
We're not umps, we're players. Unity reforged fiercer. Playoffs propelled semis thriller my coaching calls clutch. Finals eve hotel huddle. For the family, I toasted hand on belly. Championship dawn, Yankee proxy field. Capacity crowd, banners billowing. Opponents. Expanded pioneers stacked. First pitch crack homer theirs. Rally reply. Riley's no-hitter through 5. Seventh stretch tied 2-2 storm brewing. Thunder rumbled delay prayers under tarp. Resumed lightning edge, Javi's error run scores. 3-2 down. Eighth our half single walk steal. Me pinch coach signals bold hit and run.
Bacrac infield poké, KO en su. Tie.
Ninth closer wild walk balk sack. Winning run scores on pass ball. Walk-off wildness dogpile delirium. Trophy lift tears torrent. For Javi's grit team's glue baby's unspoken cheer. Fall foliage framed harvest. Sarah's delivery date neared, nursery ready, mobile of stitched bases, crib carved like a bat. Art reviews raved. Hayes Kovacs redefines American romance. Raw resilient. October chill first kick felt, Leo's palm pressed. Hey champ, dad here. Ah choked me, love logarithmic. November early labor hospital dash snow flurrying. Hours blur. Contractions coaches cries. Kai Jordan arrived 3 a.m. November 15th. 7 pounds eyes gray like dad's cry fierce as a crack. First hold Leo weeping. Perfect pitch. My turn tiny fist gripping finger. Our grand slam. Homecoming parade light. Team serenade Jake's balloons. Nights fragmented feeds diapers delirium. But dawn feeds rocking chair creaks. Leo's harmony to lullabies. Magic mundane. Winter wrapped us woolen holidays hybrid. Jersey for mom's feast. Toronto jaunt for his folks' pierogies. Kai's first snow-mittened wonder. Spring unfurled league launch. Outlaws family division. Inclusive for parents. Coaching tandem baby backpack. Kai cooing from sidelines. Exhibit epilogue. MoMA permanent install plaque. To stolen moments endless innings. Summer scorcher first family game. Kai and carrier gurgles sinking cheers. We crushed naturally. One night post-bedtime deck swing stars stitching sky. From stadium stuck. Leo mused Kai's monitor humming soft. To team eternal. I completed head on shoulder. Betrayals? Faded fouls. Conflicts? Curved pitches caught. Climax crests but humanism holds. Loves the long game played with heart, won with hands joined. Years spool. Kai's first swing toddler tantrums tamed teen trials, coming out at 14 our Pride Parade redux. Art Evolves books co-authored. Diamond Lives queer tales from the turf. Leo's legacy. Stadium scholarships. Grounds green for all. Javi's. Sober house sponsor quiet hero. 60th wedding vow renewal McCarran Mound. Team elders presiding. Still swinging, he asks ring renewed. With you? Always. Fade to echoes. Stadium lights dim, but our story spotlight eternal. American audacious, achingly human.